So Stanley, Mum and I have joined Arvia in Barbados. Sadly, Sam isn't joining us for this one. And after a very smooth travel day, including a flight from Gatwick and a 40-minute coach trip to the port in Bridgetown, we're on board the ship and looking forward to starting our Caribbean adventure. In this episode, I'll take you through my first 24 hours on board, including a rundown of dining options and tips on how to make the most of your cabin. You're welcome. Morning! We left Barbados last night and today is a sea day, which means basically we're travelling between islands. So we're going from Barbados to Martinique. It means we've got a wonderful day at sea to enjoy all that Arvia has to offer. Now I have got up very early, especially for you, to show you all the pools. So let's go and have a look. Pool number one, Panorama Pool. It's a lovely infinity pool up on deck 18, right at the top of the ship, and you've got a bar right there as well. Pool number two, the Infinity Pool. There's also a bar, a swim-up bar, and some hot tubs on the deck as well. These maps are all around the ship and they are so useful. They have everything there is. Big red dot is where you are and it'll show the deck and the full ship so you can find where you need to go next. Pool number three, the Sky Dome Pool. Within the Sky Dome, obviously. Now this place is amazing. You have so much. You've got the pool. This is the sea screen, and basically every day they put a film on this to watch whilst you're swimming in the pool. I mean, what more could you possibly want? There's places to eat, places to drink, and in the evenings it turns into an entertainment venue. So you could literally spend all day and all night here and never get bored. Pool number four, the Beachcomber Pool. Now this is adults only and it's got a lovely pool. It's got these seating areas which I absolutely love. You're coming with a big group of friends or a big family gathering. It's lovely to just sit and chill, or maybe with your holiday friends you've just met. It's a Beachcomber bar, and yeah, it's just a really lovely chilled area with no kids in it. A bit more about this beautiful ship we're on. This is P&O Cruises Arvia. It's the newest ship in the fleet. It's a sister ship to Iona and it's 345 metres long. Because there are so many bars, so many restaurants, pools, seating areas, so much to do, it never feels busy. I've been on here for 2 weeks before and never got bored. There's a cinema showing different films all day, every day. There's high ropes, there's mini golf. There's a gin and rum distillery where I did a class where I made my own bottle of rum. There is so much to do, I can't even list it all now.
Later in the series, I'll be sharing loads of fun things you can do on board with the family, including a tour of the kids club.
Clip club.
But for now, let's talk about getting organised. Yes, I love a good plan, so you can really make the most of your holiday. From what to book before you arrive to getting your cabin ship shape.
Welcome back to my cabin. Now I took a few things out last night because obviously the first night we needed a couple of bits, but I'm going to show you my unpacking, how I use the cabin and how I use all the storage. This is a Conservatory Mini-suite. Now there's two configurations of Conservatory Mini-suite. Half of them have the beds next to the wardrobes and then half of them are switched. The sofa is this side and the bed is next to the patio doors. We've had both, I like them both, and I don't really find a difference between the two of them. Our cabin is on deck 8 in the forward portion of the ship. I normally have a cabin at the aft of the ship, but I'm actually finding the forward is brilliant just because deck 8 is one of the atrium decks, so literally we have to walk just outside of there and we're straight into the keel and cow. You have to choose your cabin based on what is important to you. If you would like to be on decks that just have cabins and away from the sort of hustle and bustle of the atrium, we normally have a cabin directly above the clubhouse because I love that, because we can finish dancing at midnight and be back in our cabin within 30 seconds. But the ship is so accessible to walk around that it doesn't really matter where your cabin is situated. There are so many little nooks, crannies, little cupboards, little storage units, and I'm going to show you them all. Let's start at the very front of the cabin. So you've got your cabin number, then this is your little pigeonhole, and they'll put things like your shore experience tickets in there, any messages that need to get to you, and most importantly this Horizon magazine that comes every afternoon and has all the information for the next day in it. It's got a list of all the restaurants and bars, what time they're open, and yeah, what's showing on the cinema today. Oh, greatest days, I love that. Now this is a very important thing for your cruise. Now your cabin stewards work so hard to keep your rooms nice and tidy, nice and clean, so you can really help them by using this. This is the do not disturb sign, taking it easy, and this is Gone Exploring, letting them know the room is ready to be cleaned. So as you come in, you've got 4 hooks on the wall. I normally put my handbags on here, or if we've been on a colder cruise, this is really good for hanging up all your different coats, because I do bring a different coat for each port, which is optional. Then into here, Now, in between the bed here, we have, each of us have a little stowage. And if this is set up as the double bed, which it can be, it's very easily changed. So you can literally ask your cabin steward to come and do it and they'll do it there and then. This gets moved out to there, so it's just one either side. Next to the bed, power points here. And if I remember correctly, yes, a USB underneath this light switch, which is very good. This used to be a sofa and now it's Stanley's bed. So I always get lots of questions about this because there are two different types of travel cots on board for the little ones. So there's a smaller one and then you can get the bigger travel cot, and then once they outgrow that, this is what you get next. Lots of people always ask me about the bed rail. Did we bring it? No, we didn't. P&O Cruises provide these. And again, when you meet your cabin steward on the first day, you can just ask them, like, please can you set up the bed with the bed rail, and they'll come and do it straight away. If you haven't got a little one with you, then this will just be a sofa. TV, let's have a look what's on there. There's so much to watch. So we've got live TV, which you've got BBC News, Sport 24, Prime Favourites, BBC HD, National Geographic. You've got films, like so many films, and there's like classics, new ones, TV box sets are on there, children's TV, kids radio. I was really impressed with this. It's like lots of different radio channels, so if you didn't want screen time, just wanted music, and that is great. Heart to Heart, hosted by Amy Hart, my podcast is on here. If you go onto the navigation screen, this is a map and it will show you where we're going. Also really important, the times that we arrive and that we all have to be aboard by, because if you're not on, we're going without you. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. Tea and coffee making facilities. We've got a lovely pod coffee machine here. The coffee is in here, so you've got pods for the machine, so you've got espresso and decaf, and then also you've got lots of sachets of cappuccino, sugar, milk, and then you've got a kettle if you want tea, UK plugs here, and there is also for the kettle a European plug, so if you've got anything that's European, you can use that there. I was talking about this in a previous episode, this really handy little pocket map of the ship. We saw the maps on the wall earlier, but if you're not near one of those, then this is really handy to carry around. We tend to use the conservatory as a bit of a storage area, but as you can see, you can have a lovely lounge in here, read your book, watch your iPad, and just genuinely chill out in here. But we do use it as a bit of a playroom, and all Stanley's toys do get put in here. This is our balcony. You've got 2 chairs, a footrest, and a little table. We're on deck 8, so it is the promenade deck, but if that's not your preference, there are balconies the whole way up. Wardrobe space. People always ask me, is there enough? There is plenty. So up here, first of all, you've got your life jacket up here, and then you've got a double wardrobe with hangers. This one is like a cubby hole wardrobe. I always leave one of these for all my dirty washing, so it's all in one place. And there is a laundry bag in there if you wanted to use the laundry service, and a hairdryer. You don't need to bring a hairdryer with you because there is one in the wardrobe. And then the final wardrobe, you've got a single wardrobe hanging space, a safe, and then a little cubby hole at the top. I have to show you. If you're in a Conservatory Mini-suite, you do get robes, P&O Cruises robes, but don't leave them on the floor by accident because they'll think they're dirty and they'll take them away and you won't get another one. Believe me, I've done this. So I always hang them up now on the back of the door, but they are so lovely to get ready with in the morning. And yeah, with the towels, if you want fresh towels, leave them on the floor or in the shower. And if you are happy to keep the same towels, hang them back up again. In the bathroom, there is so much storage. You've got these 2 shelves here. You've got all of this counter space here. 2 little stowages here. You've also got 2 shelves for shampoo, conditioner and stuff, but you don't actually need to bring shampoo or shower gel because we've got White Company Flowers shower gel and shampoo. And also you've got White Company hand wash as well, little cups for your toothbrush and your toothpaste. So that's the bathroom tour. Let's unpack. Time to unpack with me. Now my top packing hack is this if you've got little ones. And Stanley's clothes are now unpacked. So basically I pack everything into a shoe storage like this. What I do is get one of these hangers and I loop them through like this. And then I pop that into the wardrobe. Please do not be under any illusion that the clothes come home like this. It just starts its life like this. On my first cruise, I actually found there was so much more storage, and I was so shocked on my first cruise how much storage there actually was, and how many places there were to put things. Okay, next up, snacks. I used to use this cupboard here for snacks, and now all it's got in it is a solitary cup. I used to use that cupboard for baby formula and for baby food jars because you can pre-order those through P&O Cruises and they'll bring you a big tray full of baby food jars. So I used to put them all in there, put all my milk in there, all the cups, all the bowls, everything. And now I don't bring anything. Tonight is celebration night. There is no dress code for under 18s, but unfortunately for Stanley, I'm his mum. So I force him to wear a full tux, but he actually quite enjoys it. So I will pop down to the laundrette and just iron this, but this is his suit for tonight. The laundrettes are on every deck and they have 6 washers, 6 dryers and some irons and ironing boards. You can go in and use them free of charge. I think we're actually the only cruise line that let you use them free of charge, so you're welcome. So if you wanted to, you could go home with a case full of clean washing. This is Stanley's pram fan. So this goes on the side of his pram like this, like it all bends round to keep him nice and cool in the Caribbean sun. This is good. I bought this as a present for my mum for this trip, and it's a waterproof foam pouch so that her and Stanley can get in the sea together and they don't have to worry about leaving their valuables on the beach. I know it can be really annoying, especially if you're like in a couple or a family, that you can't all get in the sea together because you think like, oh, can I leave my stuff? Can I not? Whereas if you have a waterproof phone case, you can put your money and your phone in there, it won't get wet and it stays safe with you. Let's undo the second one, but I'm gonna leave that case on the bed because the way to store your cases is to put them inside each other and then put them underneath the bed. So I'm not even going to bother getting this case off. This case I just kept to clothing and shoes because it's a smaller case. It will naturally weigh less than a larger case full. I don't know. I don't make the rules. People message me all the time asking about dress code. Nobody is going to be dressed the same. So, you know, it's up to you. It's whatever you feel most comfortable in. I do go quite glam, but also if you're more comfortable in jeans, if you're more comfortable in shorts and t-shirt, that is your prerogative and you can wear whatever you want to wear. This evening is celebration night, so the dress code is black tie. You don't have to partake. It is nice to get dressed up, but if you don't want to bring a suit away with you, you don't have to. Tonight I'm going to be wearing this. I wore this on my Christmas cruise last year and I felt like it was quite wintry, but I felt because it was the only sort of sparkly dress I have, I thought I needed to be for celebration night. For me, the biggest tip about packing, I would say definitely pack for the holiday that you are planning. What's really, really good about the shore experiences online is they'll show you which level of walking your shore experience has. So whether it be low, moderate or high walking level. So if you're doing a high walking level, probably don't wear flip-flops. If you love the gym, you can bring your full gym kit. If you know you're going snorkeling and you have a special snorkel that you love, bring that with you. Like, the possibilities are endless. I didn't really realise how much our packing would change. Stanley's 2.5 and everyone says about, you know, little kids, you have little kids for 4 years. I didn't know how much our packing would change. I had half an empty case back at home and I was panicking, like, what have I not packed? What have I not packed? And I went and found a packing list from his first cruise when he was 8 months old. And the amount of stuff that was on there that I now don't need was like, oh, that's where my half empty case has come from. And we used to bring a little blow up paddling pool for him when we went to the beach. So we would get like buckets and put like a little bit of water in this paddling pool so that he could have a splash around. We also used to use that on the balcony as well. And also if we wanted to use that in the shower for him. If you're traveling with a young child, there are so many things that P&O Cruises can provide for you. There's basically a list and you can get it before you go from your travel agent or from P&O Cruises Direct. And it's things like a bottle warmer, a sterilizer, the jars of baby food. You can get a baby bath. That is a full set of suitcases unpacked, everything hung up, and still lots of space to spare. I get asked so much where you put all your suitcases when you bring them, because I have bought 10 pieces of luggage before on a 2-week cruise, and this is my trick. So, suitcases that fit into each other, and then goes underneath the bed. Now we're getting ready for celebration night, which I'm really, really excited for. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to something called the Chef's Table. They sort of transform one half of the buffet upstairs. It's like white tablecloth. It's Marco Pierre White and Ollie Smith menu and beef Wellington. I'm so excited for the beef Wellington. Some people ask about like why is there a celebration night? And I always say it's a special kind of night because I feel like cruising is a special kind of holiday. And that's why I love getting involved in celebration night. But I mean, I would wear sparkly dress and heels every night. And now it's time for me to get dressed. Oh, walking disco ball, and I can finally wear tight-fitting clothing again. Stanley, look at you!
Mummy.
Yes? Do I look very pretty, Stanley?
You look pretty, Mummy.
Thank you, darling.
I am very smart.
You're very smart. Yeah, you are. Let's talk about dining options on board Arvia. There are so many restaurants that are included, such as Meridian and Zenith, and you can either choose to sit on your own or you can share a table with other guests. They have a changing menu every night with dishes inspired by where we are in the world. The Olive Grove is a main dining room with a Mediterranean twist. The setting in there is beautiful. You literally feel like you're in some sort of taverna. It's so immersive. The 6th Street Diner is an American style diner. You can get your burgers, you can get your wings, your chicken tenders. It's so good. The Keys is more of a casual food court style offering, and there are 3 windows. One does fish and chips, one does sort of Asian fusion food, and one is roast dinner. Up on deck 16, you've got the Horizon Buffet, which has everything you could ever want, and it's really casual. It's open, I think it's 16 hours a day. They do breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, and late night snacks. There's a good cheese buffet at the end of the night as well. And there's so much in there, so much room, and it's really casual. There's no dress code in there, so you can go there whenever you like. So there are so many restaurants included in your cruise fare that you can choose from, but if you wanted to push the boat out a bit and try some specialty dining, there are a host of different restaurants at small extra charge. Keel and Cow is a steak restaurant that also has the Prime Minister burger, which is the best burger at sea, I'm telling you. Green & Co has 3 menus, a plant-based menu, an Asian fusion menu, and also a sushi menu, so I always try and go there 3 nights just to try each menu. Epicurean is a modern British restaurant which is just the epitome of class. It's like the really posh restaurant on board. You can just hear like a hum of chatter and champagne glasses clinking together. There's a pianist, it's just beautiful. The Glasshouse is an atrium and it specialises in small tapas dishes and then trios, like you can get a seafood trio, a chicken trio, but it's one of my favourite places. I love the tapas so much, and also they have amazing wines selected by Ollie Smith. Sindhu is the Indian British fusion restaurant on board, and it is not your regular curry house. You will have a beautiful meal there. Everything is divine on the menu. So there you have it, the restaurants on board Arvia. So many amazing restaurants to pick from. What will you choose? I've got the chef's table waiting for me, so let's go. And I'll pick you up. Oh.
Wait!
What a day we've had, topped off with a mouth-watering meal at the chef's table. I hope you're all set for those first 24 hours on board, because now the fun really begins. Join me next time in beautiful Martinique, where I'll be exploring a charming craft village, serving up some lovely rum and uncovering a hidden gem that I know you're going to love.